Good evening, everyone. My name is Ryan Berth. Welcome to the 2018 graduation ceremony of the Next Step Transition Program. Your attendance means a lot to all of us, and we would like to thank you for coming tonight to show your support. Now I'd like to introduce our program supervisor, Heather Kozak, who will start our program for the evening.
Thank you, Ryan, for that nice introduction. And thank you for attending this evening's ceremony. As Ryan said, my name is Heather Kosek, and I'm the program supervisor for the Next Step Transition Program. We will begin our program this evening with the graduate processional. Guests, please rise as you are able while the Next Step class of 2018 enters the auditorium. Next Step graduates, class of 2018, you've made it. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you has worked hard to overcome your individual challenges and barriers to get to this milestone in your life journey. Your hard work is paying off right now. Tonight, you will earn your diplomas. I have had the distinct pleasure of knowing all of you during your years at Next Step. For some of you, it was 3 years, for some of you, it was 2 years, and for some, just this school year. As I reflect on this group specifically, the class of 2018, the word growth comes to mind. The staff and I have witnessed tremendous growth in all of you as you have stretched yourselves to greater independence. Your determination has led to first jobs, new jobs, taking the city bus, getting a driver's permit, budgeting your money, and maybe even cooking a real meal, not just ramen or mac and cheese. Through these and all of your other individual accomplishments, you have proven that you are capable of achieving great things. I am confident that you are ready to grow even more as you continue the pursuit toward your goals and work hard to make your dreams a reality. You may be seated. As you reflect on your time here, my guess is that you would agree that you couldn't have made it to this point without the support of some essential people in your lives. A special welcome and acknowledgement of gratitude to all the family members and friends who have supported our graduates along the way. All of us at Next Step are well aware that our students would not be able to achieve their goals without your guidance and support. Thank you for all of the love and support that you have given them and will continue to give our students as they gain increasingly more independence. Tonight, we are honored to have with us Director of Student Services, Tricia Hughes, board members Caleb Anderson and Michelle Yenner. Thank you to all of you. Without the support of a caring and thoughtful school board members and student services director who understands the needs of our students, the Next Step program wouldn't be what it is today. We thank you. And to the Next Step staff. The students and I are thankful for you every day, and especially now as we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2018. You have skillfully guided, coached, and sometimes pushed our students toward their goals. You have believed in each of them when they were close to giving up on themselves. And you have supported them to reach one big goal, earning their diploma. Thank you for all that you do directly and behind the scenes for the success of our students. And finally, to mention a word of gratitude for our community partners. At the Next Step, we are privileged to partner with Vocational Rehabilitation Services, Ramsey County, Washington County, Kaposia Incorporated, including Kaposia's WRAP program and customized employment, Metropolitan Center for Independent Living, and their new Teens in Transition pilot curriculum, and our many worksite employers, too many to mention here. With the support and dedication of these community-based members, our students are prepared to meet the challenges of the world ahead of them. We thank them. At this time, I would ask the school board members and Director Hughes to take their places down in the audience. To begin our program, I would like to introduce Justin Roberts. Only 1 year ago, you can start coming up. Only 1 year ago, Justin was sitting out there like you, participating in the Next Step graduation ceremony. He is a graduate of the class of 2017, and he is here to share with you a few words of advice and inspiration as you enter the next part of your journey. Justin, welcome to the podium.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Justin Roberts, and I am a 2017 graduate of the Next Step Transition Program. Before I start, I want to first say congrats on making it to the final step before all of you go out and become the people you all were meant to be. After today, your lives will change for the better. I stand here as a person who is living proof of what going to Next Step has done for me. In the past year, I have achieved so much and gained much knowledge as to what it really means to live on your own. During my time at Next Step, I got a simple job working in a pizza place called Sarpino Spezzera. The hours weren't very good, and the pay wasn't either, but I stuck to it every day. I had just turned 19, and my manager came up to me with an offer to become a certified food manager. I gladly agreed, thinking there was nothing to it. I was hopelessly wrong. I soon got a book in the mail that was literally 40 pages long, and the first thing I saw when I opened the book was, "Study hard, your test is in 3 days." So over the next 3 days, I studied and studied until test day arrived. I arrived at the test around 7 a.m. only to find out another thing my manager never told me. There was an 8-hour class before the actual test. After that day, my life truly became reality after I got a gold letter in the mail with my name on a certified food manager ID card. I am proud to say I am now an official certified food manager at Sarpino's. Besides becoming a manager, I was able to save enough money to buy my own apartment. This is the biggest accomplishment by far because growing up, I was never taught how to live on my own. Trust me, it's not easy, mostly because of bills, but it gets easier. The best piece of advice I can give all of you is to make sure you have people in your life like the ones at Next Step who can guide you in every way possible. If not for all adults in my life, I never would have got to where I am. Class of 2018, this is the start of a new life for each and every one of you. After today, it's your choice on how you want to pave your path in life. And I know all of you, most of you have heard this quote a lot. Life isn't measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. I've lived by this quote my whole life and have come to realize that every moment in your life helps make who you are. Don't take these moments for granted because remember, that moment could change your life forever for the better. Go out and be yourselves, and don't forget you all have someone at every corner of your life to help you in any way possible. You all have come this far, and now it's time to choose your career path. The path you choose will hopefully change your life forever. That means stick to it and never give up. Your path is waiting for you. Go accept it and follow that path to the end of the earth. Good luck to all of you, and again, congrats to the Next Step graduates, class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin, for sharing your experiences with us tonight. It's great to hear about your journey and your words of inspiration for other students. At the Next Step, we have the privilege of working with young adults, meeting them where they are at in their journey and walking alongside them as they grow. This evening, we'll be hearing some words of wisdom from current Next Step graduate Fartoon Hussein and her teacher, case manager, and mentor, Katie Bourne. Fartoon embodies what it means to be a Next Step graduate. She is kind, hardworking, resilient, and has a refreshing sense of humor. Hi. Should I kick you out of school today or tomorrow? That was an inside joke. We're especially proud of Fartoon this year because after months and months of studying, she passed her citizenship test. Please welcome Katie and Fartun to the podium. So as Heather said, this is Fartun Hussein, and she has attended Next Step for the last 2 years.
This is Katie Borne. She was a teacher for 8 years at Next Step.
We were asked to do this speech together and thought we would warm up with a few jokes. Why did the math book look so sad?
Because it has a lot of problems.
Why did the boy eat his math homework?
Because the teacher told him it was a piece of cake.
In all seriousness, Fartun, along with her peers, have worked hard to get to this point in their lives. Tonight, Fartun and I are going to talk about her time at Next Step, what she did to get to this stage, and what her plans are for after Next Step. What did you learn while at Next Step, Fartun?
I learned a lot of things I didn't know before. I learned how to take the city bus on my own, but I learned how to communicate with people, and I was so shy before, but I have been trouble, but now I speak for myself.
What was your favorite class at Next Step?
My favorite class was sewing class with Holly. Sewing class with Holly. I learned how to, no, wait a second. It was sewing class with Holly. I made a hot bath, pillows, and aprons, and I like to sew stuff, and I like to sew stuff and pin the fabrics. It was so fun.
And what are your plans for after Next Step?
Keep working at KMAT until I decide to go to college.
What advice do you have for the graduates?
Stay strong and keep up what you're doing.
And who would you like to thank?
Katie is the one who had worked with me really hard, and I couldn't be able to do anything without her. Katie, she was like, she was only, she was, wait a second, she reads my mind. She reads my mind and knows what I need for myself. She's like my mother to me because she knows everything I need for my life. She is very important to me, and I will never forget her the rest of my life. Also, Heather is the one who in charge for all the students and staff at the school. And I am so thankful for her. I'm so thankful for her, and she was having her job being in charge for all 93 people at the school. Every day when I came to school and see her face, I feel so happy. And she makes my day. I will miss you. I will miss you so much.
On behalf of Heather and myself, thank you so much for the kind words, Fartun. You are an exceptional person, and we will never forget the impact that you've had on us. So, now to turn the tables, Fartun gets to be in charge and ask me some questions.
What does it mean to be a teacher at Next Step?
I needed some help with this question, so I asked the wonderful teachers at Next Step and came away with the following responses. Being a teacher at Next Step
means we get to know some amazing young adults who are ready to meet their future. It is so fulfilling to watch students gain confidence, build pride, and accomplish their goals. We help them form what their future will look like by putting together resources, helping to discover great talents and skills, and building up confidence in themselves. It is so rewarding to watch students mature and grow into successful, capable adults while having fun along the way.
What is your favorite things about teaching?
When a student has reached their goal, whether it be getting a job, their permit, passing a test, or getting their diploma. We love to celebrate accomplishments with students, and today embodies my favorite thing about teaching. Seeing everyone in their caps and gowns, getting ready to move on to the next stage in life is something that will always create joy and excitement for all the staff at Next Step. Okay. So before we finish, we have something for the graduates to remember as they get ready to move forward. Fartun and I both respect and admire the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, for her advice, actions, and compassion towards others. While speaking to a school in London, Michelle Obama told the students,
I will never cut class.
I loved getting A's.
I like to be smart.
I liked being on time.
I told him being smart was cooler than anything in the world. So go forward and be cool. Congratulations, graduates of 2018.
Fartun and Katie, thank you for your kind words. One thing that you and the rest of our students may not realize is the impact that you have on all of us. We are honored to have had all of you as our students. Next, I would like to introduce to you Julie Wilcox. Julie has worked in the field of empowering people with various abilities since 2009, when she was a staff in a residential facility. In 2011, she started her career at Kaposia Incorporated and began her current role as a career consultant in 2012. Since that time, Julie has assisted over 25 individuals working with Kaposia to secure customized community integrated employment. She has partnered with Next Step since 2014 in working with students to find employment before graduation through the Governor's Developmental Disabilities Council grant. Julie is an advanced wellness recovery action plan facilitator, and with the help of her colleague Liz, she facilitated a seminar at Next Step this year to help students create plans to maintain wellness in the workplace in order to move toward meaningful employment. Please welcome Julie to the podium.
Hello, everyone. I want to start by saying thank you so much to Next Step for inviting me to do this. I've been working with various school districts for about 5-6 years now. I'm not good at math. And I, by far, have liked working with Next Step the most. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in this room with all of you, but for real, Next Step really embodies what I think a transitional school should embody. I also want to congratulate the graduates here. This is a huge accomplishment in your life, to be able to walk across this stage and receive the diploma that you've been working for since you were probably about 5 years old. And so I'm really excited for you guys as you end this chapter and start the new one of adulthood. And I also want to congratulate the parents, the family, the extended supporters. This is an accomplishment for all of you guys, and I think this is something that you all should be so proud of, that you guys have surrounded these students in order to be able to reach this point, because I really believe that success does not happen in isolation. There needs to be supporters and people around everyone for anybody to be successful. So congratulations to all of you. And when Next Step asked me to be the graduation speaker, I decided to try and think back to my graduation speech and see what I remembered. And I have a confession. I don't remember a single thing that was said from my graduation. And I know that there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of excitement, there might be some nerves, some uncertainty. But if you guys do not remember anything else I say tonight, I want you to remember these 3 words: don't limit yourself. There are so many opportunities and possibilities that are in each and every single one of your futures. And so I am really excited to hopefully be able to see some of that come to fruition. So I'm going to share a story. I do believe that don't limit yourself applies to every area in your life. But I mainly work in the world of employment with my company, Kaposia. And so I thought now would be a good opportunity to share a story of a student that I worked with. One of my very first students named Joey, who was not a Next Step student. I had the opportunity to work with him about 4 years ago now. And before he came to work with me, he actually had an assessment done where somebody told him, "I don't think you will ever be able to be competitively employed." Thankfully, one of his other teachers thought differently and contacted Kaposia to see if he could be part of our grant program. So when I started working with Joey, it was so apparent that he loved helping others. In the classroom, once he was done with his work, he would start to help the other students and really mentor some of the younger kids, adults that he worked with. And I found out that he really loved the world of entertainment. He actually took some classes on being a voice actor, and it was just some really cool interests that he had. So we worked together to get to know each other, and he pushed through some anxiety that he had initially, and we found a job for him at a local movie theater. However, after about a year, he thought that he might want to switch that up. And so we reconnected at the school district that he originally graduated from, as he had been in talks with them before to see if there could be some opportunities there. Turns out that they had an internship opportunity that he took and was very successful, and so successful that at the end of that internship, they offered him a full-time position as an educational assistant. So here's this gentleman where somebody told him he would never be competitively employed, working full-time, making a very decent wage. And I'm so glad that he did not let that phrase limit what he believed about himself. I believe that there is endless opportunities and possibilities in front of all of you. And so please, as you look at the future, don't limit yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. I appreciate all that you have done for our students and look forward to continuing our partnership. I do believe that she believes what she says and that there are endless possibilities. Now, it is with great Next Step pride that we share with you the Next Step annual slideshow, also known as the grad video. This year, the slideshow was collectively produced by our yearbook class with the help of their talented teacher, Holly Stone. Thank you for taking the time and care to compile the following photos to create this memory for the class of 2018. Enjoy. Isn't that just amazing? It's so fun to see your pictures all compiled in one place together, and it's a great memory that each of you will get to save. And now for the moment that you have all been waiting for. Before we begin the presentation of the diplomas, a reminder to students that you will come forward, hand your name card to Carlos, and when your name is called, accept your diploma, shake hands with me, Director Hughes, and the school board members before returning to your seat. At this time, I would ask Director Hughes and the school board members to begin taking your places back on stage. This year, 2 of our students, Amanda Cody and Carlos Escobar Mesa, Carlos, will read the names of the graduates.
Hi, everybody. Are you ready for the name calls? Let's go.
Ryan Lee Hurley Birth.
Hold this. Holly Jane Brent.
James Clark.
Dylan Conrad.
Lyric Nike Dampier.
Joshua Flores.
Good job. Nicole Lee Flores.
Joshua Matthew
Hines.
Hines.
Fartu Mohammed Hussein.
Sarah
Marie.
Marie Lockhart.
Good job. Tujer Lore.
Haven Marzatelli.
Dennis Merriman.
Tristan Mayer.
Ashley Ann Miller.
Andrew Mills.
Dominic Moore.
Isaac Romero.
Good job. Christopher Glenn Ramage.
Isaiah Shackleton.
Logan Sloop.
Gia Jane
Tao.
Tao. Here goes my man.
Yang Tao.
Nicole and Sandra Turnquist.
Denaje Najari Williams.
Charles Young Jr.
Good job. Amanda Rose Cody.
Carlos E. Escobar Meza, Jr.
Congratulations, graduates. Class of 2018, please join me in the time-honored tradition of moving your tassel from the right to the left of your cap to show that you have graduated. Before we head across the hallway for refreshments, I have a few last comments. I want to personally thank Colleen Wergen for her assistance in planning this and organizing this special event, to Sherry Erickson for providing the program music, Century College for continuing to partner with us and allowing us to use their auditorium, and lastly, thanks again to our students, families, community partners, Director Hughes and school board members, Next Step staff, and everyone who has come to support our graduates tonight. Graduates, as we finish this ceremony, you will stay in your seats, and we will be doing a class picture up on stage. We'll tell you when. Families and friends, please wait for your graduate in the auditorium lobby. There you will find a poster for each graduate and cake and refreshments. At this time, graduates, please rise and turn around. Stand up. Turn around. Face your family and friends. It is my honor to present to you the Next Step class of 2018.